Hello, 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 people of Earth. My name is Archer, and this is Back to the Mat, episode 16. WrestleMania is right around the corner. It is only a few days away. And today we are going to be breaking down night one and night two. So essentially, if you're new here, this is a show where I break down every Raw, SmackDown, and every single PLE as a new fan coming back to watching wrestling. I used to watch wrestling as a kid. I stepped away. Now I'm coming back, and evidently the timing of me coming back is WrestleMania. I've done a PLE before, but this one is, I think this is the second PLE that I'm doing, and holy cow, WrestleMania! Of all the ones I could have chosen to come back to, the timing sort of just aligned up here, didn't it? And so today we're going to be going through the entire card. Night one, night two. I'll give you my thoughts, my reactions, things that I've noticed, been talking along the way, so on and so forth. To be honest with you, I am not as excited for this year's WrestleMania. It I'll be honest, man. The whole lead up, it doesn't feel special. It doesn't feel grand. It kind of just feels like things are happening and we're just going along with it. And I'm like, all right, cool, like fine. It doesn't feel like how it used to feel before, where it's like, oh wow, we gotta show up for this. We gotta wait to see what happens in this match. It's more just like, okay, it's happening. Anyway, join me because I here's the thing. This is an experiment, so irregardless of whether I think the product sucks or not, I'm gonna keep doing this. Probably for 1 year, and then we'll see where it goes from there as an experiment. I'm gonna give it 1 year. But yeah, let's let the show begin. Oh my goodness, TKO has dipped their toes too far deep into this pool, into this storyline, whatever you want to call it, because I don't care about this match at all. It might be a fun match, it might be an interesting match. How this ends, I have no clue because at the end of the day, this was supposed to be an easy story to tell. They have backstory. They have 20 years of history together. With Legacy and Ted DiBiase and all these different things. And somehow, some way, Pat McAfee is involved, and it doesn't make any sense. Nothing is connecting in this storyline. Nothing is making any sense whatsoever uh for his belonging, for his presence. I like. There's no reason for Pat to be involved, and all his reasonings that he's giving is just, I'm not buying what he's selling, essentially. And I thought, I went from thinking, okay, who's gonna main event night two? Is it Randy, Cody, Tribal Chief versus Best in the World? Is it who? Which one? And now I really don't want this to main event night one. To be honest with you, I'm looking at this and I'm going, Oba Femi versus Brock should be the main event of night one, and this could be somewhere in the like co-main, and I'm cool with it because the amount of energy that TKO has sucked out of this is absolutely. I'm surprised it actually happened. They made me care about this storyline going in, and like me actually going, wow, I can't wait to see how this plays out. To me, going, I don't really want this. I mean, I want to see how this kind of ends. What twist are they gonna do at the end of Mania? Because this has to have some sort of twist. Something must occur. Some big grand shift heading into the week after Mania has to occur. They can't just like 1, 2, 3, you win, or 1, 2, 3, you win, and just move on. There's something has to happen. Does The Rock show back? It's entirely possible. Honestly, I want him to show back, even though I don't want him. extremely involved. Like, I feel like the only thing that could fix this is The Rock. But at the same time, I don't want The Rock in my life. This guy has ruined the John Cena retirement tour. It's just I'm done with it. Um, dude, I don't care about this at all. By the way, is it just me or does Pat McAfee's eyebrow kind of resemble The Rock's eyebrow here with that one eyebrow up? Are they signaling towards something? Like I have this blown up in my computer right now, and as I'm looking at it, I'm starting to notice that. So maybe the involvement might occur. But yeah, man, winner, loser, does he get the 15? Does Cody stay champion? Does Cody turn heel? Dude, I just need something bigger than a winner and a loser to happen. Alright, let's go to the next one. By the way, these are in no particular order. These are just as I was just collecting the images, just tossing it up on the screen. So yeah, that's the reason. So let's go to Stephanie Vaquer, Liv Morgan. This fight didn't get a lot of time, but I like where this is going. There's no problem that I really have no critique. Maybe the build could have been a little bit longer, a little more involvement in things that are happening in ring. But to be honest, this is so much better than the women's than the SmackDown women's title fight. I care more about this than that one, and that one has had more time, more energy, more push behind it than this, and that is just we'll get to that, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this ends. Liv Morgan has done such a great job with telling this story with Stephanie, and all around, nothing but good things. I'm excited to see where this goes. And I'm actually a little bit care like I actually do care a little bit. Like I'm not like completely iced out of it. Like I'm not clocked out. So yeah, not much to really say here. Not much to really say, but good storyline. Quite short of a build, I would say. Not a lot of involvement, but they've given them enough to a point where we go, okay, yeah, something to get excited about, or something to get interested in, right? Stephanie threw her into the chair, into the TV, the head clash, and then Liv on this Monday with the run in and the attack. Great promos, alright. I wish I had more to say, but I don't really. Like this will be one of those fights where I go, yeah, it's good. The build was not amazing or anything, but it's enough for me to care a little bit. All right, let's move on. Oh my God, I this may be the most anticipated like fight that I'm looking. This is the fight I'm looking forward to the most. Oba Femi got the mic on this Monday. Dude, he killed it. He absolutely crushed it. I found out recently he's 27 years old. Dude, this guy is too young and his mic skills are incredible. Dude, I remember once the whole promo with him and Paul ended, I actually wrote it down. I'm looking at it right now. I wrote down on a post-it note. It says, I have goosebumps, and I dated it April 13th, 2026. It said, Oba Femi promo. I have goosebumps. Dude, listening to this man speak about what he's going to do to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, just the energy, the aura, like it didn't come off as I'm reading from a script. I have this list of things I have to say and get through. It felt like he, I believed him. I believed all the words that he was saying. I was like, dude, I'm buying. This is great. Like this, and the thing is, dude, I got goosebumps. And and the other thing is, look, they didn't really have like a back and forth promos like Punk and Roman. They didn't really have like these vignettes or anything. It was just m- this one monster, this one beast, kind of like clashing every now and then. Power bomb from Femi. Then he puts him over the top rope, and they get into that face-to-face altercation. Nothing happens. Brock steps back. You kind of get that moment where I think it was on, I think maybe it was on that same episode, like Oba circled the ring, like almost stalking the prey, kind of like it. Dude, they didn't have to really, they didn't do much for this storyline, but they didn't have to. And then at the end, where you have Oba finally giving, uh, like his words. He's putting his words out there for the first time. I'm like, man, it didn't flop at all. I believed every word. I'm compelled. I'm interested. I am excited to see where this goes. He, after listening to that promo, dude, he better win. He better win because there is no reason for him to lose at Mania. What is the reason for Brock Lesnar to get another WrestleMania win? What is the point of that? It doesn't push. His career is coming to an end at this point. Like Oba's time is now, and what a great way to just put him on the platform, put him on the pedestal of saying, "Yeah, dude, I slayed the beast. I beat him at the grandest stage of them all." Like he just got here to the main roster like 2 months ago. This is his shining moment, and they have to make him win. I'm so excited, dude. I got goosebumps on Monday. I was like, wow, that hasn't happened to me in God knows how long. But I'm loving every minute of it. All right, let's move on. Somehow this has look. I don't know how to put this, but I am really interested in this match, even though I don't care for either one of them as like a wrestler of meaning like individually. I don't really care about AJ Lee. It's not like I'm not getting this nostalgia feel that they want me to feel where I'm like, oh my god, she's back. I should be excited. No, all right, fine, whatever. And with Becky Lynch, I never really bought into her whole thing, even when I was a fan. When I was watching back then, I was like, all right, it's whatever. But now she did a promo like 2 weeks ago, and man, she called her out. She said, "You left us, this and that. You're coming back 10 years, and who you?" She, I'm not gonna regurgitate it because it's quite lengthy, and also it's like it's a long show today. Maybe it is. I don't know. But I am based on that one promo alone. I'm so excited. I'm excited to see how this goes. I'll say one thing. I say that, but at the same time, I'm like, it's Becky. Becky's gonna win, and at the end, what happens with AJ? She's just gonna walk off into the sunset again. Is that what's really happening? Does she have other business going on where, like, she's gonna drop the title at Mania? Becky's run now begins, and now we're in this like. It's weird because I actually do care more about this fight than the actual like Rhea Jade thing, but I don't really know why. You know what I mean? Like the promos are selling me, but it's like not doing anything special or grand where I'm blown out of the water. Like, oh, this is amazing. No, it's more of like, yeah, this is great. This is just enough for me to go, yeah. Like I'm gonna maybe say it like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more times during the show. This WrestleMania ain't that great. Like I'm looking at this and I'm going, man, this is gonna be a freaking long night, guys. But everything that I care about is just enough, except for the Obafemi. The Obafemi over delivered, in my opinion, in terms of the build and all this stuff. I'm like, oh, this is just more than what I need. Everything on this show, every match on the show, I'm like, yeah, all right. It's it's good. It's just enough to get me to tune in. Also because I'm doing this experiment, but just enough like where I'm going, yeah, but nothing over the top special. But I would say out of all the women's fights, this is the number one. This is it. Becky has sold me 1000% on this. I'm like, dude, I want to see more. Dude, I'm becoming a Becky Lynch fan at this point. I never liked her back then because I'm like, I just didn't see it. And that's my fault. Now I'm like, dude, put her on the put her on the television. Give her promo. Give her time on the microphone. I want to hear everything that she has to say. All right, let's get into the unsanctioned match. So Drew McIntyre has a movie, it seems, or something. So he's losing. Um, man, I'm trying not to repeat everything I just said in the previous couple of slides, but I'm excited for this unsanctioned fight. There has to be blood. There has to be some type of brutality going on because these two have just been car crashing each other in every episode. Just mayhem ensuing, gentlemen and ladies. And I'm excited to see what they come up with at WrestleMania. Like I said, just enough for me to care. Just enough. And poor Drew McIntyre. I mean, the thing is, like, business wise and having him drop the title, this movie coming up. If I was Drew, I'm thinking to myself, like, actually, no, not if I was Drew. If why would you book a movie or whatever the project is when you're the champion for all this? Like, he must have at some point known, like, oh, this is gonna conflict or clash. And even if he did have a movie, I'm sure, dude, there'll be other movies, dude. There'll be other movies. But the reign that he'll have as champ, I was really hoping for it. I don't think he got like a full um I don't know, I think he needs a proper run. I don't know if he's gotten that yet, but I feel like he needs it. Because of this whole, you know, outside the business scenario, it's kinda like he had it and then he lost it and now he's here. I'm surprised they're even giving him a WrestleMania moment, to be honest. But you know what? Build up has been decent, and I'm excited to see what happens next. Should I should I just skip this because who cares? I'm not even joking, man. Like I genuinely don't care about any of these people on the screen. Like, and I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I'm genuinely like, why should I give a damn about this fight? Like, I can't wait for this fight to be over. And I'm not trying to be like a prick or anything, but I'm just genuinely like, why? What is the reason for me to care? There for some reason, there's nothing of substance for me to chew on. Like, I'm glad that this is a fatal four way, so that way I have more time to do some stuff and prepare for the bigger moments of the night. And that's really mean. That's really mean to say. But I just genuinely tell me, do you care? Because everything that this storyline is, do why? And also, why the Bellas here? For what? Are they really selling the tickets? Mm. You know what? I don't like these celebrities coming in. Like, there's too many celebrities this year. This one, I'm actually interested. I'm interested to see where this goes. IShowSpeed is not supposed to be here. He was a late addition to this WrestleMania card. How did this happen? Well, we know how it happened, but very late addition. He's athletic. He's decent. And I think he'll. I don't know what to really expect from IShowSpeed, but it's going to be a moment to remember, I will say. Like I feel like in the moments that they've spotlighted him, he's followed through and he's came through. And I'm like, same could happen here. Now, the match itself feels a little lazy put together, but if you're gonna have I show speed on all this, I mean, I don't know what the plan was. I truly don't. I'm trying to think like what was the original plan. But dude, god damn, dude, this WrestleMania is a hard one to fucking watch because I do care that about this fight, but I'm like at the same time I'm like, dude, it'll be over. He'll get his moment. He'll get his little spotlight. It'll be over, and then we'll just move the hell on. Like I don't know. They're filling up some. Uh, it's one of those fights where I'm like, oh, I'm excited that Speed is here because he actually cares. But at the end, I'm like, this doesn't matter. None of this matters. Let's move on. So they both had nothing to do, so they just threw these two together. Is essentially the premise for this build. And Gunther's whole reason is, oh, um, it's the I don't like you thing. But on the back end, we have the Paul Heyman aspect, which is, look, Gunther is gonna destroy this guy. He's gonna destroy Seth Rollins, and then all sights are set on Lesnar. And there's something around the rumor mill. What is it? SummerSlam, Minnesota, Brock Lesnar, retirement. And who's taking people out? Who's the career killer? Who's the guy that put an end to Goldberg? Who's the guy that made Cena tap out? Who's the guy that put AJ Styles to sleep? It's Gunther. Now this, like I said, this doesn't make any sense. This whole thing of this build was essentially put Gunther on the card, give him something to do, but the real thing is the Brock Lesnar. He's gonna retire Brock Lesnar. I'm fine with this fight, honestly. I should really start watching other content creators to see how the hell they come up with something to talk about. And maybe I'm not being as detailed as I should be. But good lord, does it feel like pulling teeth talking about these things? Anyway, a fight is about to happen at WrestleMania. Not entirely sure what to make of this because there's been a lot of flip flopping of feelings. Say you're sorry. You said you're gonna do what to me, and you mentioned my father, this and that, and now, no, it's cool, man. I apologize. I'm sorry for what I said. I respect you. And it's like, uh, how am I supposed to feel? Or do they really hate each other? Or are they putting their difference? Like, what is What the structure of this whole thing is just completely. I'm accepting it for what it is, but I don't care. I mean, I do. I do care. But realistically, I'm just waiting for this whole WrestleMania to end so I know what to expect next. Because the way both 1 and 2 end is going to really dictate how the rest of the year is going to sort of play out and what type of year we're going to get. Because if like I said, if there's a winner and there's a loser and that's it, it's a tough year, man. What this some big twist has to happen. And I wish I could put on my creative thinking cap and just sit here and ponder about all the different types of iterations of who's going to interfere, who's going to put themselves into the seat of, next in line, this and that. Is this feud going to continue post Mania? God, I hope not. They can't even figure out why they hate each other. Really, I mean, what is their problem? I I'm struggling here because I don't know what they're really mad about, and then they like apologize. Like usually, the solution is at the end. The solution or the resolution comes in the fight. But they already did this apologizing thing. They already did the, yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Like, what am I supposed to do now? Uh, I mean, look, man, it's decent, it's good, but I feel like they don't know where this is going, and I don't, and it's making me feel like, well, you fucking tell me, man. I'm supposed to tell you how to play, how the story's supposed to be played out. Next, get it off my screen. I mean, dude, I had. What do I say about this? Because there is nothing to talk about. Guys, I don't care about this. I don't care if Jade wins. Congratulations. I don't care if Rhea becomes new. Congratulations. I want this fight to be over. Clearly, these two are like oil and water because it's just there's nothing for me to care about. And they got the most time out of both of out of the other two singles fights, single female fights on the card, these two got the most time, and in the end, it's yeah, they just don't. It's like oil and water; they just don't mix. It's not working. They're talking about each other's bodies. There's a groupie now, oh, not a groupie, but there's a faction that was slapped on at the last minute that I'm just like, who cares about that? Who cares about that? That's not making things better. It's making things a little worse, I would say. But it's happening. This fight is happening. Don't care. It is a waste of time. And I hate saying that because this is a title fight. You see that? You see that title right there? What they're fighting for? I don't care. This whole storyline is just get it over with to me. I don't know. Seriously. And I hate saying that because I want things to work out. You know what I really hope works out? Trick Williams is your new United States champion. I This guy has all the aura around him. He's got the mic skills, he's got the look, he's got the gimmick that just fits so perfectly, and he's got the right guy up across from him to make him look good and to honestly to take it from because nobody seems to like Sami Zayn. This guy is just a there's no reason to really care about this guy at all. He won the United States title. I don't even know why he won. Carmelo Hayes should be on. Uh, yeah, Carmelo Hayes should be at WrestleMania as United States champion, but because of some backstage politics, Sami Zayn won the title just to look. I get it. They want Trick Williams to hold that title up, have that shot of and new first Mania, first like I believe this is his real like first feud on the main roster, and it's gonna be like all those things just parlayed and stacked on top of each other. It's gonna be great for writing, for the clips, for the record books, and it's gonna work out well for Trick Williams. Not so much for Sami Zayn because he's just gonna be in the way, and he's just they like I feel like the entire time Sammy's just bitching and moaning and crying, blah blah blah, and now he's just suddenly a champion. But luckily, he's a champion who's gonna give it all up on Sunday. This should be fun. This should be exciting. And I'm thinking, what am I really Brock Oba and that whole storyline, Brock and Oba. I'm more excited just because it's gonna be an exciting one to watch. in terms of performance, deciding when to see who they choose as the winner. I hope it's Oba. It should be Oba, and also to see where it goes, like where it goes next. Like how are they gonna end that match? Is it? I hope it's clean. So that's one. This I'm like, as I think about it more, is intriguing in the sense of yeah, we're gonna get a great fight and we're gonna get that moment, but it's predictable. Like if Sammy wins, what's the point? Who cares? Like people already have turned on him. Don't care about this guy at all. Just been D1 complainer. But yeah, it's Trick Williams' time to shine. I can't believe Rey Mysterio's on this card. I dude, isn't he like the most? Isn't he? Was it? He was supposed to face Gunther. Gunther. Doesn't make it in time to, I guess, put a storyline together, but makes it or gets cleared enough in time to a point where he's in a ladder match. Is this a great idea to put this guy who just came off the shelf in a stipulation where violence and like all only bad things could happen? No, it's not. It's not a great idea. But who do I think will win? Man, they might give it to Javon Evans. I don't know, or they might just put it on Penta. I'm not excited for this fight. I just want to know who wins and what's next because that's going to be more exciting than the match itself. I feel like I could see them giving it to any one of these guys, and I go, yeah, let's see what that run looks like. Fun, fun, fun. I can't. Yeah, look, they advertised it. It's over. The Demon King is back. Does it sell tickets? No. No one's paying top dollar to see the Demon King. I don't think it's. I don't think that's. I don't think that'll ever happen. I feel bad for Finn. I feel like he had something going. He had a connection with the fans, and all of a sudden the injury put him out, and he just could never climb back up again. And now he's in this mid Carter scene where he's just gonna sit here, lower to mid, and he's just gonna sit here and he's gonna linger and he's gonna wave, and Dom Mysterio is gonna beat his ass. I get, they can't. I don't for Finn to win. It would be. I don't. I wouldn't understand why. What good does it do? I think Dom's done pretty decent with this feud. But yeah, man, look, it's a fight. It's a fight. And that's it. Look, this is not what I thought this was gonna turn itself out to be. This is me. Um, I don't know, man. This mania does not feel special. This mania does not feel like I should get excited. Like I remember as I was talking through it, I was like, man, this mania needs more. It needs something, but it just I don't understand the direction for a lot of these cards, a lot of these fights, and I'm just like, get let's get through it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun 2 days, but I don't think it's gonna be. But the lead up to it is just not it. Anyway, I'm debating. Do I go live and then do like a live sort of reaction to this during Mania week? Do I just keep it post show? And I'll do a post show. And you know what? Maybe I might. Who knows? You know what? Maybe I might get a little boozed up or something for this, just to make it lively. Who knows? But yeah, man. Look, I thought this was heading into this week. I thought, man, I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna do this and that. And at the end, I'm like, man, there's not really much I could talk about because it's been so mid, kind of, for the most part. And now here we are. It's WrestleMania. That is, well, SmackDown's next, but what big could really happen on SmackDown. Usually these go home shows aren't that special. But yes, thank you for watching. I can't believe you stuck around this long. If you have, and if you like what you see, and if you want to see more, or if you have a suggestion on what I should do with this show, because I will cater to what you want to watch. I just drop it in the comments below if you think I should change X, Y, and Z, or if you think, hey, Archer, you should do this instead. Make it live. Make it this show. Make it shorter. Da 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 da. I will do that. Give me your comments, recommendations, concerns. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And yeah, WrestleMania is upon us.